もう一度チャンスがあれば。
Well, he got that chance, didn't he? Hello guys, and welcome to the review of episode 3 of Solo Leveling. My name is Sluggish, and in this video, I'm going to point out some differences between this episode of the anime compared to the light novel and the manhwa. As far as I can tell, I can point out 3 or 4 differences that were either left out of the anime or included in the anime that wasn't present in the novel or manhwa. Some of them are big, some of them are insignificant, you know. But I figure out that I'll share it with you guys here. So the first difference, it's the scene right here. See this guy right here? Who the hell is he? Because in the manhwa, it's this dude. This guy right here. What happened to him? Did he get fired? I'm just curious why they felt the need to change one guy for another. Again, insignificant. Maybe this guy plays a role later on. Maybe I'm forgetting his face. I did read the manhwa, so I don't recall this guy, but I could be forgetting him. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that they felt the need to replace this dude, this plain looking dude. You know, why? What did he do? That was the first thing. The second thing, can find it. This scene right here, it's an extra scene, some filler.
教官役ですか？
このレイドは新人研修や実地訓練も兼ねています。
Yeah, so they're talking about a raid and they want her to act as an instructor. That wasn't in the corresponding chapters of the manhwa. Again, just like in the first episode and I think the second episode as well, they're adding a few scenes here and there to make it, I guess you could say, either more enjoyable or easier to understand the story flow, you know? So let me know what you guys think of that. I personally think it's pretty good. I do enjoy these extra scenes here and there. They don't ruin the story, and I do think they help improve it instead. So the next difference, again, another scene with some portals. You know, that it's a scene where they find a portal that pops up in the middle of the road. Again, these scenes did not happen in the manhwa, but they're more than welcome. Have him here, running away.
どうしたの？この部屋の患者さん。
This scene, the nurse is coming into his room, finding out that he's not there. In the manhwa, that did not happen. The nurses had no idea he was gone, or no idea he was in trouble, until they walked in his room and found him lying on the floor. So one nurse comes in and says, "Somebody, please come and help." Look at him, he's on the floor, surrounded by sand. They had no idea this guy was gone from the hospital until they found him passed out. But in the anime, they put an extra scene of them looking around for him, saying, "Hey, where is he? It's the middle of the night. Did he escape the hospital?" It's not an issue, but you know, I thought it was interesting that they added some extra scenes here and there to further explain or to show some, how should I say this? I'm guessing they want to show you what's going on in the background, you know, not show everything from his point of view. Because if that's their intention, it makes sense why scenes like this right here, where scenes where Jo-hee right here is visiting the hospital, trying to see how Jin-woo's doing, and then she finds out from the nurses that Jo-hee is outside exercising. There was no such scene in the manhwa. In the manhwa, it was just the nurses talking to each other, saying, "Hey, have you heard of him, Jin-woo? I heard he's a hunter. And they talk about how he's outside exercising all the time. Like he is. There he is. Hair in the wind, running down the road. But Juhi was not there. So it's a little bit extra info right there. Maybe she was there. Maybe that was in the original panels and they took it out when they made the web comic, you know? But I thought it was interesting that they included her in the scene. Let's see, next one up. This little scene right here for him and his mother. And he finds out his mother is sick with a disease that happened after the gates opened up.
溺水症別名最後の睡眠とも言います
We don't get this information in the manhwa until later on. You know, we don't really learn what happened to his mother, how she became sick and got in a coma. I'm glad that they brought this information earlier to us. It gives us more of a understanding of Jinwoo's character, his drive to succeed and help his family, because he has a sick mother that needs help, you know. So having this information earlier does help us get a better impression of him. And then we have this scene right here where he enters an instant dungeon. There's three things here that were different from the manhwa. Number one is the weapon he's holding. He never went into this dungeon holding this weapon before. In fact, I don't think he has this weapon in the dungeon. The second thing, these goblins. The first monster he faces in the dungeon is not goblins, but the wolf. And the wolf, see the wolf attacking him. We do see the wolf attack him later on after he kills the goblins, but that's like afterwards. But during this fight, he's holding his own in the fight, but it's somewhat sloppy, you know. It's like he's not used to his own strength yet, maybe, or maybe he hasn't had a time to adjust his to his new body, but he's fighting very sloppy here. Whereas in the manhwa, look at his eyes, man. And he fights with his fists. He doesn't use a dagger. He's using his fist. Uppercuts the freaking wolf right here. Smashes him into the wall. So I'm curious if in the 4th episode, maybe his dagger gets damaged or broken, and then he's forced to fight with his fists. You know? And then punches the wolf in the face. It is a possibility. I just thought it was strange that he went in there with this dagger, because again, he did not go in there with his dagger. He went in there with his bare hands and started to fight the wolf, which sounds crazy. He should have went in there with a weapon. Actually, no, I take that back. He does go in with a weapon. They don't show it here. They will show it in the next episode though. I'm sure they will. But yeah, so those were the differences that I spotted in this 3rd episode. Again, nothing too major. Little things here and there. The fact that he was fighting some goblins first before he fought the wolves. And by the way, this goblin fight, they're way too coordinated. Look at that. Look at that teamwork. You know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They're coming at him like, I want more fights like this. I want to see more goblin fights where you have teams of goblins fighting against other people. I mean, it's not going to really happen in this series, but I would love to see an anime. But you know what? That reminds me. Spring 2024, Re Monsters coming up. We'll see some fights with goblins there. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video right here. Those were the differences I spotted. Let me know, do you appreciate this goblin fight that never happened in the manhwa? Do you appreciate the fact that they give info on his mother early on and show how he got his powers. Look at him. He's working at a construction site right here. And he finds out that, hey, my body feels weird. Let me go get it checked out.
あなたはハンターの資格を得ました。
I would have loved to have this scene in the manhwa. But yeah, they didn't really add it there. So it's nice to see this scene right here with him working hard as an ordinary person to pay for his mother's medical bills, then find out that, hey, I just became a hunter. Let me get some more money. And then he goes on his first raid and look what happens.
言っとくが、働かねえやつと山分けなんてしねえからな。
すみません、役立たずで。
Look at that. I mean, man, the people who are doing this anime are doing a good job to give us some background information. And I appreciate that. Alright, I'm gonna end the video right here. Let me know what you guys think. What's your favorite scene of all throughout this episode? Mine personally, it was the goblin fight. This 1-on-3 goblin fight. I love this scene. That's my vote for the best scene of this episode. Alright, I'm out. See ya.